Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher of Realms. Welcome to the channel, guys. We have a huge weekend coming up. It's a Halloween event. We're going to be able to summon for Hex. We're going to be able to summon for Twyla. In this video, I want to go over a little bit about, are they still top tier? And is it worth summoning this weekend? Anyways, without further ado, let's dig in. Alright, so here we go. We have the special divine summoning and the special invocation of spirits. That's going to have Hex and Twyla on there. Kind of a Halloween October Fest style heroes slash event. And in short answer, if you're just looking for it right away off the bat, is that yes, Hex and Twyla are still very, very top tier. And you may not want them. I want to say specifically if you're super end game and maybe you haven't pulled him yet, you just don't need him, or you know, if he's awakened a couple times and you have a single copy, maybe you don't really want to care about him too much. I do. Mine is fully awakened. My Twyla is not. But as far as Hex, this guy is just nutty. I want to go over his kit a little bit. Gains 1 card of fate with each attack. The card of fate is basically he's going to keep drawing cards, and when he draws a card, he has a chance to have these different multipliers on his skill or utilities that come from these cards that he draws. So it's kind of cool. You can see the cards kind of fan out, and then he pulls them in. Okay, when having 4 cards, Dario has a chance to randomly obtain 1 card from the following: Temperance, Death, and Strength. Deals extra damage to airborne units, and it's we'll go over these quick. Temperance throws 3 cards, each dealing 140% damage while inflicting a 75% slow for 5 seconds. Death deals 500% damage 1 time and inflicts burning for 5 seconds. And Strength ignores or increases attack by 30% and attack speed by 70 for 25 seconds. You can kind of get this buff going and get everything kind of rolling out. He also does have a bond skill with Twyla. When Fate Hermit is triggered, Hex gains an additional shield equal to 40% of attack for 10 seconds. If Twyla is on the field, reduces Hex's cost by 4. It's pretty significant, actually. The shields can sometimes keep him alive. He has a little bit, I think he even has the ability to shield himself anyways. But anyways, on the basic attack, it's just 120% magic damage. And we have the first passive, which is Fate Judgment. Each attack launched has a 15% chance to inflict a stun on the target. Increases damage dealt to targets inflicted with CC effects, stun, freeze, immobilized state, etc. by 45%. This is crazy, actually. Hex is just nutty. I don't even know what to say anymore about Hex. He's just crazy. The amount of damage that he can kick out is like 1 to 2 million crits. And he's a marksman, and he's just whipping this out like crazy. When triggered are the Fate the Hermit. When triggered by receiving damage, resists the incoming damage and gains invisibility for 3 seconds. This effect can only be triggered 1 time every 50 seconds. So on top of everything, he's just nutty over almost anything. He can kind of become invisible. Gives him a little more survivability. Then we have the ultimate here. When triggered, increases damage by 100%. Just a full-on increase in damage. I think you can even see him draw some cards over here in the ultimate preview. Maybe not. He does just draw cards. He just picks one and it kind of shows you what it is. Reduces attack level by 50%. And replaces all cards with the Joker. This effect lasts for 30 seconds. The Joker deals 400% damage 3 times and inflicts a burning for 5 seconds. Now, where things start to get really, really nutty. Well, first off, he's also Infernal and Piercer. So Piercer, he has extended range. He does a ton of magic damage as a marksman. Just a ton of magic damage as a marksman. He's gonna be the highest magic damage marksman in the game. He also is gonna be a really good combination to have somebody with Soul Cadence. If you bring Soul Cadence and Hex in Abyss 1, for example, they can pretty much take care of all the magic shields. They do a really good job at it, especially if your Soul Cadence is A1. Easy going. He's just nutty. Get penetration increase. Is going to ignore 30% defense and magic resistance. It's going to be 30% more damage for Hex. It's just wild. On the Awakenings, though. Awaken 1. During the effect of Mad Truth, there's a chance to draw the Fool. 500% damage 3 times. It inflicts a 75% slow and burning for 5 seconds. The Fool just starts to really make things nutty. A2. His attack plus 300. This is a lot for a marksman. Awaken 3. Try during the effect of Mad Truth, performing basic attack against targets inflicted with burning extends the duration of Mad Truth by 1 second, up to maximum increase of 30 seconds. On Nightmare 3, Nightmare 4, you cycle Laurel and you have like a hollow in there or whatever. This guy just stays in his ultimate the whole stinking fight. The whole stinking fight. And he puts out a couple 100 million damage at the end of the fight. I think my Hex always is in there. He's always in there paired with Kagiri. As far as like a guild boss hero, he competes with Kagiri and Sun Wukong and can sometimes even overtake them. It's insane the amount of damage that Hex can do, guys. I don't want to stress that even more. He's just crazy. On the Awaken level 4, you get penetration plus 5%. On the Awaken level 5, each draw returns 1 card of fate and increases each damage dealt by the Joker and the Fool by 30%. Significant. It is significant, trust me. He does have 2 skins here, by the way, and they'll probably have, I don't know, maybe they'll have the skin up there for sale or for somehow to give it. We'll see what happens for the event. I don't remember if there was anything in there. But yeah, that's Hex. Hex is definitely worth it. I do want to say though that there is some summons coming up. If you didn't watch my previous video, we talked about Sun Wukong, we talked about Ryzan, and a couple other heroes that are coming up. Yuri even is in there. But Sun Wukong is going to be coming up, so you want to make sure you have summons for that. If you don't have your Sun Wukong A5, maybe you want to hold out if you have a couple awakenings to go and try to get a couple of summons out. So keep that in mind. Going forward, Twyla. How crazy is Twyla? Twyla is still insane, guys. I don't even know how to reiterate this as enough, right? In the end game, she kind of falls off. She has a very low range. Just 1 target forward, or 1 tile forward, I mean. And that being said, the fact of the matter is if you are early to late, this hero is going to be crucial to you. Just the A0. If I remember correctly, and if I can't think of anything else, the A0 Twyla is the hardest hitting single target DPS in the game as an A0. You get 1 copy of a hero and you start putting out massive damage. Now she has the ability to ignore defense, and that's a big part of it. She also has this deranged blade. She has her ultimate going off just in reduce the attack interval, grants deranged blade. All this stuff is lasting more time. She has the bond skill. Each time Hex draws a card, Twyla permanently increases crit damage by 5%, extra 60% crit damage if you get the both of them. Yeah, she's just nutty, and her awakenings, they give her a little extra each time you get an awakening, 5-10% here and there. I think even at the A5 you won't notice a lot. The A5 is more survivability and durability. We have penetration on the A4, and the A3 is an extra 5 seconds on the ultimate duration, and A2 is attack plus 300, and the A1 is after trigger the ultimate 4 times, increases every single instance of deranged blade damage by 230%. So I mean, it does kind of help her out a bit, but honestly her base kit is just one of the best DPS single target kits in the game, bar none. I can't think of another hero that at A0 is just better than Twyla. Okay, she's just easy to gear. She can use a couple of your crit damage pieces. We all have extra of those because we don't really use them that often. The fact that she's ignoring defense so much is just insane. She has all that penetration. Insane hero, and she's one of the best factions in the game, right? The Nightmare faction, definitely one of the best for bosses, right? Now, quickly on the epics, these 2 here are just not really worth your time for most of you guys. Vortex is always useful. If you don't have your Vortex fully awakened, just trying to get him fully awakened might be worth your time. Now, crazy divine summoning, crazy invocation of spirits pass at this point in time. Even if you are early game, just hold your summons and try to get what you can in other events. The ancient summoning, unless you're going to spend, of course. The ancient summoning here, if they don't have a hero on the banner, just don't do ancient summons off the side of like some kind of 20x banner or something like that. Just don't do it. That's just in general. We do have these surprise invocations of spirits. Just means if you get a legendary, you can get an extra legendary free. It's going to be random. At this point, usually I would say this is a really good banner to go for. At this point though, there's just so much coming up that we know about that I'm going to suggest you just hold for now. We do have Ryzen coming up as well, and Ryzen is kind of like the, I guess like the physical version, I would say, of Hex. I think that would be a pretty good comparison, to be honest with you. Now, if you are going to go ahead and summon this weekend, you're deciding to spend, and you know, you're just like, okay, I'm just going to spend for this stuff, and you're a spender, please consider using my Smile1 link. All you have to do is go to prospector.gg or smile1.prospector.gg to go there directly. But if you go to the website, you can see there's just going to be this little floating banner at the top. You can collapse it. If you put it there, it'll stay there. So I tried to make it so it wasn't annoying, but you guys could still find it. You just open it up and you can just go ahead and click this up. As of right now, there's going to be faction bundles on Smile1. We do have the Gear Raid 3 pack bundle going on still, and there's a bunch of different deals on here. All these bundles are going to be your best bang for your buck. If you want to see more details on that, actually I do think we even have a top event. It didn't show here, but you come over here to Taya Mark, because Taya Mark is open right now. There is a multi-platform single top-up discount, so you get the 10% discount, and then on top of that you get these extra rewards depending on how much you spend. I have the estimated value of each of these packs right here. I'm not going to go over that too much in details on this video, but I will say on the Gear Raid 3 pack bundle, it's a super good deal. You're getting 20 summons, rare summons out of that. You're getting another 1,000 diamonds, which is like another 10 summons or so. Actually, 11. You get a legendary skill crystal, and then you also get a random legendary that's really good for Gear Raid 3. Okay, and there's a lot of good heroes in here. Just some worst case scenarios, of course, but in general, there's some really good heroes in here. But anyways, back to these, whether or not you should summon. Yes, Hex is also good for something else. Something else I wanted to show you, that Hex has a massive BP. So if you get him in Awaken 5, you get it as exclusive. This exclusive is kind of key to Hex's big damage. So the Strict Caprice is going to open up his damage significantly. It's going to increase a single target damage by 30%, and then he can rapidly draw cards, okay? He's going to be doing a lot more if he's like the Fool and whatever. As far as his BP goes, it's really high. His attack is pretty decent for a marksman, and it's magic damage, so yeah, it's gonna be, it's just a really good hero. But anyways, guys, I think that's all I have for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. I am curious about what most of you guys are going to be doing, so just let me know it in the comment section down below. I'm curious if you're gonna summon. Are you gonna go for the surprise? You're gonna go for the Hex? You're gonna go for the Twyla? You know, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna hold off? We do have, like I said, Sumu calling banners coming up, and Ryzen, and a lot of people are gonna be interested in picking up a Ryzen. Guys, just serious raw damage. To be honest, not much else in his utility or his kit for utility, but just very, very legit damage. I was reiterate that. This guy is going to be doing phenomenal damage. You're gonna love him. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for today's video. Hope I want to help. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you check out smile1.prospector.gg. I really appreciate it. Every single one of you guys that go and click that link. It just baffles me how many people actually do that. You guys are amazing. Anyways, I've been the Prospector. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep digging.